Alright, once again, ladies and gentlemen, take your phones and turn it. Time for some Solo Hammer. Alright, so today's game is going to be a little more advanced, I guess? I don't usually play this type of game. So, we're playing Tyranids versus Necrons. We're using the Necron Codex, we're using the Tyranid Codex, and of course the Big Book. So, this is going to be 600 points. Which is really weird because these armies aren't actually that big for 600 points. So, let's go over the armies. Okay, so I couldn't get exactly 600 points for the Necrons, since at the time they were fairly new and very expensive. So we have a Lord at 100 points. He just has his Staff of Light. We have a unit of 10 Immortals at 28 points each, so it's 280 points. We have 10 Warriors at 18 points, coming up to 180 points. And a unit of 3 Scarabs at 36 points, coming about 596 points. As for the Tyranids, we have our Hive Tyrant, who is 90 points. I gave him the Venom Cannon, 40 points, the Warp Blast Psychic Ability with 20 points, Rending Claws at 4 points, and Flesh Hooks at 2. Then we have 3 Lictors at 80 points, coming up to 240. We have Hormagaunts coming up at 10 for 10 points at 100. And finally, at 104 points, we have the Red Terror, which is a model I've been wanting to play for quite some time. He's going to be in reserve, so he'll be deep striking in. Alright. Altogether, the Tyranids are 600 points exactly. Which is because I shoved all the points into the Hive Tyrant to try to buff him up as much as possible, because this, to me, does not look even. I'm just putting that out there. Alright, God, I'm shaky. As usual. Really? I can't shake and hold the camera at the same time? Alright, as usual, let's find out who goes first. Blues are going to be Necrons, reds for Tyranids. Traitor. Let's try that again. Alright, Necrons, go first. Alright, we're going to start by moving everything forward as much as we can because we're out of range. Alright, so, get out there. Alright, so the Necrons move up. Sadly, only a few of them in that mortal unit is actually in range to fire upon the Lictors. Alright, so 6 of them are within line of sight of that brood of Lictors. So it's going to be 12 shots because it's Assault 2, Bliss Skill 4, so 3's to hit. Then it's Strength 5 against Toughness 4, so 3's to wound, 6 is auto wounding. The Lictors get a 5-up save. Ooh. So Lictors have the stealth special rule, which basically makes it so that they get a 5-up cover save even in the open. Although it does add a +2 if they are in cover. They're not in cover though, because no. Yeah, so they get another 5-up save. Cover save. That's weird. 5-up? Oh. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, they're taking their wounds. Now, we can't really charge this turn, because we're out of range. So it's going to move on to Tyranids turn 1. So, at the beginning of Tyranids turn 1, we're going to discuss a rule that I haven't played with a while. It's called Deep Strike. And that basically lets you take Pokemon. These are non-Pokemon. They let you take units and pop them anywhere on the board as long as they follow the scatter die. Now, you have to use a template for this. My template is in storage, but I do have something that has a similar round shape to it. It even fits quite comfortably on the blast template in the book, so it works rather well. Now the rule says I can drop this template anywhere on the battlefield. I just gotta roll to see if it lands correctly. And I want to land right here. Right in their back line. So let's roll for it. So to roll Deep Strike, you gotta take the scatter die and 2 hard dice to see how far it goes. We'll even do it inside the thing so it actually catches. Alright, it goes 10 inches off the board. Because the board edge is actually where the book's actually... Yeah, okay. I need to read the rule for that. Let's read this together, kids. To deploy D-strip units, choose a point anywhere on the board and place the center of the ordnance marker there. Roll a scatter dice. On a hit, the marker is on target and the arrow the maker is target off. Move it 2d6 to the direction shown. Once the final position of the marker has been established, place the deep strike models on top of it, facing any direction. Deep strike units may not move in the assault turn or they arrive, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If you roll double 1, the squad has been lost, victims of a terrible accident, lost to warp, shot down by enemy fire, blah, blah. If the marker misses the table, then the deep strike tubes are not available for the rest of the battle. I really wanted to play with him, though. Well, I guess he pulled a graboid and he tunneled through some really dense concrete and knocked himself out to death. Oh, that's a shame. Alright. Start the movement. Alright, so, in the shooting phase of this bout, the Hive Tyrant is going to fire the more concentrated version of Warp Blast on these immortals. Because you can see them, you can't see the Lord. And it actually requires a psychic test, which is something I also haven't done. It's basically roll 2d6 and make sure it's lower than leadership. And he has leadership 10, so 8. It goes off. Strength 10 against toughness 5, so 2's to wound. It wounds, and since it is twice the amount of the toughness, it is insta-death. I don't know if insta-death actually affects Necrons, and I'm pretty sure he still has the chance to res in the next round, so I'm just gonna lay him down. As for the Hormagaunts, they have the Fleeted Claw ability, which basically allows them to move another d6 during the shooting phase, ignoring any abilities from difficult terrain. So they're gonna move up 5 more inches. Alright, now that they moved up, I'm actually having them charge into the Scarabs. Their Bounding Leap ability gives them the ability to assault up to 12 inches. And, that's less than 12 inches. Substantially less than 12 inches. Alright, let's get into combat. And with 12 inches, all of them are in base contact. Alright, let's see who goes first. So, Hormagaunts have initiative 4, and the Scarabs have initiative 2. So, Hormagaunts go first. Let's see. So, for attacks, they have 1 plus 1, so it's 2 plus 1 from the charge, plus 1 because they have dual weapons with their Scything Talons. So, although that already included... no, they get plus 2 attacks in close combat instead of 1. Okay. So that's 1 plus 1, 2, plus 2 for getting into close combat, and then 1 for having dual blades? So 5 attacks? What? I'm doing this wrong. Someone help. I'm just gonna do 4 attacks each, how about that? Okay, so it's 4 attacks each, 10 of them, that's 40 attacks, weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 2, so that's 3s, that is bright. I'll try it on the mat. Okay, that's not a lot of 3s. Alright, strength 3 against toughness 3, so 4 is to wound. Nice. Alright, Scarabs have a 5-up save. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. Actually, no. That's a 4, not a 5. That's 8 wounds. Alright, the Scarabs are going to attack back, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 6-up save. Alright. Well, they ate that entire... I don't know how they did that, but they ate all the Scarabs. So, that will be finishing up Tyranid's turn 1. We will now move back to Necrons with turn 2. On a 4-up, he'll be back. Oh, no, he's gone. In that case, time for movement. Okay, there's a lot more that can fire into a lot more now. Alright, so the Lord is going to fire his Staff of Light into the Hive Tyrant. It is... Oh, hold on. Assault 3, so, and hitting on 4s. Alright. Actually, no, it's hitting on 3s, but 4, there, 3 stat. Strength 4 against toughness 6, so 6 to wound. Nada. Only 8 of those immortals can actually see the lictors, so assault 2, so it's 16 shots hitting on 3s. Lovely. Strength 5 against toughness 4s is also 3s. Alright. Okay, so 7 wounds. AP4 against save 5. So they don't get their save, they just take the wounds. These are 3 wounds each, so that's 9 wounds minus the 2 that we lost prior. Which would be 7. That is exactly the amount needed to destroy that unit. Necrons are on a roll today, by the 9. Holy week. It's a lot of dead bugs. 7 of the warriors are within line of line of sight to shoot upon the Hive Tyrant. Now I'm not fire range, so it's just 7 shots hitting on 3s. It's not that bad. Strength 4 against toughness 6, so 6s. One goes through, but it's also Gauss. So it's weird. In the Tyranids monstrous creatures things, they have all these rules, but none of them have to do with actually like the invuln save that they have in the big book. So do I still use the big book in that case, or do I just... So many questions. I reread it. It's armor saves, not mortal wounds. Mortal wounds automatically puts the wound on the model. The armor saves allows them to make that save for the model. It doesn't say anything about making their saves, though. Well, it's close combat. For this game, we're assuming the Gauss Slayers are actually able to make a wound, so he's down to 3. Which is kind of surprising that he only has 4 wounds. Alright, we're going to move back to the assault phase and do this mess. So, they did not charge this turn, but they're still in combat, so that's, I believe, 3 attacks now? 3 attacks times 9? And even though he only has 1 wound, he's not going to survive this. I still want to roll the 36 dice. Hitting on 3s. God, that's nice. And wounding on 4s. And 5 up save. It didn't matter. He did. Alright, so there's a point to the Tyranids. And they're going to just consolidate 3 inches back to get into Synapse. So, at the end of Necron's turn 3, Necrons have 2 points, Tyranids have a point. Let's see if we can fix that in Tyranids turn 3. Alright, we're going to start with the movement of the Tyranids. Just going to walk them up. Alright, and we're just going to yell at him. I'm going to see if I can hit him with the Warp Blast again, just so I can one-hit him. Please. Alright, 10 lower. And that definitely hits. 2s to wound. No! Damn it. Okay. I guess we're just gonna charge now. Everything charges as the Necrons. Alright, we're gonna start with this matchup first. Because, he charged first. Alright, so. Big guy has got 4 attacks, because there's 3 attacks plus 1 from charge, and oh lordy. Well, actually he also plus 1 because he has multiple weapons, so it's 5 attacks, and he's using the Rending Claws, so it's going to be 6 auto wounding on 6s. Auto wounding on a hit roll of 6. On the hit? Close combat rolls to 6 hit. Okay. On a hit. So, weapon skill 6 against weapon skill 4, so 3s to wound. Alright, and that's already 2 wounds. And then strength 6 against toughness 4, so 2s. Alright. So, the Lord is already down by 2 wounds because of the mortal wounds that we just given to him. But he can save his last wound on a 3-up. Yeah, he's fine. He got 1 wound left. Alright, so he's going to use his Sapphire Light, which counts as a power weapon in close combat, so that thing's strength 10. But it's weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 6. So 4 is to wound, 4 is to hit. It's 1 hit, okay. And 2 is to wound. It wounds. And this is an armor save, and he gets that save, so 3 up. Alright, he's fine too. The Hormagaunts into the Warriors. Alright, the Hormagaunts go first. They have 36 attacks, hitting on 4s. Nice. Now they're only strength 3 against strength 4, so it's going to be 5s to wound. Not bad. And the Warriors get their 3 up saves. Only 1 fell. Damn. 40 attacks, 1 dies. The Necrons are going to slap back with their gas flares. Weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 4, so 4s. Strength 4 against level 3, so 3s. And 6 up saves. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, okay. You know, if they didn't have the massive leadership, that would be a morale test. Okay. So, at the end of Tyranid's turn 3, they still only have 1 point, and Necrons have 2. I don't really like playing past turn 3, but I really want to see if the Hive Tyrant can actually bring down the Lord. I just want to see. But first, we gotta move some boys, because they're not in combat with anything. But first, does this Necron get back up? He does not. Huh. Interesting. So, the Immortals kind of mosey on over to behind the Hive Tyrants, and they're going to charge. Alright, this is going to call it. Let's see. So, how this plays out in my mind. The Hive Tyrant kills the Lord, gets 3 points. Immortals kill the Hive Tyrant, they get 3 points and win. So, either way, yeah, let's see what happens. If the Hive Tyrant is able to successfully kill their Lord, Tyranids win. With 3 points to 2. If the Immortals are able to kill the Hive Tyrant afterwards, though, Necrons will win. So let's find out what happens. Technically, all the Hive Tyrant needs to do is roll a 6 to get a mortal wound on the Lord, but, yeah. Nope, but it still hits. Alright. 2's to wound. That's 2 wounds. 3 up, save. Oh, okay. Well, there goes the Lord. Damn shame. Alright. Let's see if the Immortals can bring down that bug. So, only 7 of them are actually within base, then there's a base contact, so we're gonna do all that. Alright, 7 attacks hitting on 4s. Nice. 6s to wound. Come on. Ah, darn it. Alright. Alright, so Tyranids win. So yeah. So Tyranids have 3 points. Actually no, they have 4 points. And Necrons have 2 points at the end of the round. So I don't want to play for another round because at this little points value, yeah. So, if we continued on to Tyranid's turn 4, what would have happened? Well, maybe this Swarmlord might have cut down half of the Necrons, half of the Immortals, and maybe the Immortals could have gone down wounds, but he has a pretty good save. The Warriors, though, might have been able to chew through the rest of the Hormagaunts. But, because I don't know how the Hormagaunts were able to make those last 2, saves. Quite remarkable, actually. But I did give them a win when the Red Terror died, so technically, if that didn't happen, they'd still be at 1 point. In which case, they would lose either way. But yeah, this is a fun game. This is enjoyable. But I have to say, you do not want to get into close combat with Tyranids. This entire army was very close combat. I'm actually quite surprised that the Lictors didn't actually get a close combat because I don't use Lictors and these things rip and tear. But yeah, Necrons, keep them away from close combat because when they're shooting, they unload. That 6 auto wounding Gauss weapons, that's terrifying. That rule alone is what like killed those lictors. So if I had gone the Red Terror into the back line, I feel that this would have been a lot more exciting. It's a shame that that roll screwed me over. But Tyranids, this is gonna be a Tyranid victory. As usual, like the video, comment what I screwed up, because I am damn sure I missed something down that game. I am really sure I missed something. And subscribe if you want to. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and now I gotta compile this all together and to an enjoyable thing on the Red app. Alright, see you then. Bye.